Assalamualaikum and good morning. The meeting will please come to order. Before we started our meeting, let us start with Surah Al-Fatiha first. Will the chairperson please take the role?
Yes, of course. Thank you, Miss Aisha. Good morning, everyone. If we are all here, shall we get started?
Yes, Miss Chairperson, all of us are here. We can start our meeting now.
First, I would like to thank all of you for making yourself available for this meeting. I hope everyone give their best commitment to matters pertaining to our big project, love and concern. Well, unfortunately, Mr. Arme will not be here today because he has an urgent matter to attend to. And I also have received apologies for absence from Mr. Anas, who is on medical leave. We hope for his speedy recovery. Now, without further ado, I would like to take a moment to introduce Miss Aisha, Miss Maryam, and Miss Alia.
Nice to meet you.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
It is a pleasure to welcome everyone to this meeting. Let me first explain the purpose of this meeting. In this meeting, we will discuss our fundraising plans for the Love and Concerns project. Besides, we also will discuss several programs that will be held under the project. To begin, I'd like to go through the minutes of our last meeting, which was held on December 29, 2021. Has everyone read the minutes of the last meeting?
Yes.
Yes.
Do you have any amendments to make?
Excuse me, Miss Chairperson. I would like to make amendment on item number 4, which is our company profit is 80,550 ringgit for the last month, but in the minutes meeting it is stated 80,000 ringgit.
Okay, thank you, Miss Maryam. I will take note of this and make necessary correction later. Does anyone wish to make any more amendments?
Excuse me, Miss Chairperson. I would like to make another amendment on page 3 in the minute. We actually produced 4,000 units of gadget last month, not 5,000 units.
Yes, I remember that precisely. Miss Aisha, could you take note of that?
Yes, of course, Miss Chairperson. Thank you, Miss Alia. I'll make the necessary correction to that.
Thank you, Miss Alia, for highlighting that error. Is that all? If there are no more amendments, let us move on. Can someone propose that the minutes of the last meeting be accepted?
I would like to propose the minutes be accepted.
Thank you. Could someone please second the motion?
I second the motion.
Alright, thank you. I hereby confirm the minutes of the last meeting with two amendments. Before we proceed with the agendas, is there any arising matter that anyone would like to ask?
I'm sorry to interrupt, Miss Chairperson. I would like to ask, does the promotion 20% off for the iScript smartphone is still valid?
Miss Aisha, could you please respond to this question?
Sure, Miss Chairperson. Yes, Miss Maryam. It is still valid until 12th of January 2022.
Does anyone have any other arising matter to ask?
I think there is no more. Are there any objections to make the present correction? The minutes then approved as corrected. If there are no further corrections, the minutes then approved as corrected.
Thank you, Miss Aisha. Is there anything else?
Yes, Miss Chairperson, I would like to inform you that the sum of spending for this project would be 15,500 approximately.
Alright, thank you for the information, Miss Alia. And I want you to in charge in submitting proposal for the approval of the Tech Word Solutions Committee.
I will take note of that.
So if there is nothing more, Let us move on to our first meeting agenda. Well, as we all know, COVID-19 pandemic, flood, and economic downturn have affected Malaysian society in many ways. Hence, regarding of this matter, our company would like to hold a charity project called Love and Concern, where we will assist children and youth in facing this challenging situation. I would like to hear suggestions from all of you.
Excuse me, Ms. Chairperson. I would like to suggest that we hold a program named BTS, which is Back to School. As we know, when our country was attacked by coronavirus in March 2020, all educational institutions like school, colleges, and universities were closed down due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Extension of that, the children and youth must stay at their home and cannot go to school or universities. I am pretty sure that they miss their friends and the school's vibes. Hence, our company can hold this program to boost up and cheer them after being stuck at home for a long time. You can choose a few schools and universities to handle this program virtually by doing some activities that can polish their talent and skills.
100%, Miss Maryam. It is my impression that it is necessary and useful for them to hone their talents and skill, like communication skill, computer skill, and so on, when they return to campus later. In this pandemic situation full of challenges. Besides, today we must educate our children for jobs that do not even exist.
That's a great idea since it allows children and youth to not only let go of their desire to attend to school and learn face to face, but it also gives them the confidence and excitement to continue learning even if they don't go to school or university. I think among the activities that can be done in this program is a simple cohort quiz according to the level of education of each student. With the implementation of this quiz may to some extent be able to help students to add knowledge as well as be able to recall previous lessons.
I think those ideas are brilliant. I agree with you. I believe we need to focus on assisting the children and youth to make sure they get the vibes and energy to learn. Moreover, on this new year, they surely love and eager to start their new year with new determination.
Yes, I'm absolutely agree with you, Ms. Chairperson.
Me too. I'm totally agree with that.
That makes sense. Can I ask when is the best date to handle this program virtually?
I think the end of the January would be the best date to hold this program because it's still considered as New Year.
Okay, thank you, Miss Alia. I will take note of this important date.
Before we go further in discussing our next agenda, I would like to know about the latest update for the donation and sponsorship under Love and Concern project. May I know who is the person in charge?
Excuse me, Ms. Chairperson. I am the person in charge regarding this matter. Alright, I'm glad to inform that our company had got some donations from other Hajj and upstart companies, which is Intellect Connect, Berkshire Hathaway, and United Health Group. In addition, we also got a few sponsorships from the VIP that are willing to collaborate with our company to help the children and youth in facing this challenging situation under the Love and Concern project. The VIP are Datuk Seri Sharifuddin Ahmad Nasri with her spouse, Datuk Seri Sharifah Sofia Ahmad Kamil, Datuk Said Zainal Abidin and Tengku Muhammad Naim bin Tengku Muhammad Nasir. So far, the amount of funds that have been successfully collected from the donations and sponsorship in approximation 35,742 ringgit.
Good. If there is nothing else, let's move on to our second agenda. As you know, We are planning on a love and concern project for the children and youth, and our company also will hold several programs under the project that can help those students, those children who were affected by this pandemic. Miss Aisha, would you like to take the role to introduce this item?
Yes, I do, Miss Chairperson. As all of you can see in the minutes of the last meeting that I have printed out, the Fun Run program is an initiative to encourage people to stay healthy and at the same time help children and youth who are in need. We came up to an idea of raising funds through a fun run activity. This program is one of the activities for social needs and give knowledge about the benefit living a healthy lifestyle among participants as most of us practice a sedentary lifestyle during this pandemic. At the same time, to enjoy rather than compete. This event is created with cooperation with USIN, University Science Islam Malaysia. The money will the money that will be generated from the event will be used to help financially disadvantaged and needy children and youth. In addition, the profit will emanate from the activity will also be used in supporting the institution that take care of the event beneficially.
That sounds good, but can I know how to participate in the activity? It is necessary to register first, and what is the outline of the event?
Yes, you may, Miss Alia. Participants can register as an individual or as a team to run or walk at the Fun Run waiver form from our company website or from USIM website. It should be decided whether or not the walk will be theme or traditional. When participants show up on the day of the event, they will go to the registration table where they will turn in their waiver form and any additional money that is to be turned in. There, there can then be two race formats that are followed, which is traditional or fun run or walk. For the fun run and walk, participants can all start at the same time. There are no timers or beeps, and the distance can be longer or shorter. Participants here would be allowed to move at their own pace, but children can walk along with them. The event is less likely to attract serious runners, but more people interested in the cause. If it is possible to get wheelchair rentals donated for the day, patients who might not be able to walk can still feel included. Flat course necessary. There can still be vendors and entertainment at the end of the course for people when they finish.
Oh, I see. Thank you, Miss Aisha, for making it clear.
That sounds like a very good idea. Alright, does anyone have other suggestion?
Excuse me, Ms. Chairperson. I would like to suggest that our company conduct a counseling session with the children and youth. As we know, the COVID-19 pandemic, flood, and economic downturn have a huge impact on them, especially their mental health. The suicide rates in our country have risen exponentially during the COVID-19 pandemic because of deep depression. This is a very concerning situation. Thus, we need to take action. We need to take action on this critical issue. Perhaps we can hold this session twice a month to hear their problems and heartfelt expressions, to lessen their burdens and feel at ease. Besides, I am sure that there are some kids and youth that were abused physically and mentally by their parents during the pandemic. Hence, we also need to take this as a serious issue and find ways to overcome it.
That was a nice suggestion, Miss Maryam. I must agree with you.
Allow me to interrupt, Miss Chairperson.
Yes, you may, Miss Alia.
I have an idea for how to assist child and youth who have been touched by the pandemic. Since our company produces gadgets, I propose that we provide it by providing free devices such as mobile phones or tablet for use during the online learning process. As we all know, the Ministry of Education has taken the initiative to keep the learning process going even if it is not face to face in school because of the pandemic. As a result, I am convinced that many groups, particularly the B40, would be harmed and will be unable to afford to spend substantial quantities of money on mobile phones for their children's education. As a primary step, we need to gather um, data on B40 and other affected groups before moving forward with the provision of this device to ensure that no one is left behind.
I see your point, Miss Alia, and I'd go along with that. I must admit that I never thought about the um, gather data on B40 that way before. I must agree with you, Miss Alia.
Yes, Miss Alia, I am fully in favor of the motion. Later on, we will collect data of unfortunate children and youth that were affected by COVID-19 outbreak and the B40 groups by using Google Form. Apart from that, we can identify which children and youth that we need to help by considering their parents' salary and the number of households. Hence, from the donation that we get from other Hajj companies and that associate with CSR, which is Corporate Social Responsibility, we can sponsor the tablet to them. By that, they can keep on learning even though they were at home.
I think I agree with that. Is there anything that any one of you would like to add?
Excuse me, Miss Chairperson, may I have a word?
Yes, pleasure.
Alright, I want to suggest that we open up career opportunities for youth to work in our company. We can encourage them to get involved in computer training, IT support, web design, and others. Besides, they can enhance their skills and potential while getting some income to support their families. I am very sure that we all know teenagers in this 21st century is becoming more genius and intelligent. Perhaps they can invent a new gadget that comes with new outstanding features in line with technological advances in this post-modern era and can help us grow our business at once give the profits to our company.
I'm afraid that is outside the scope of this meeting because the job opportunities are ineffective and lack deliberation since youth need to focus more on their studies, not business. But thank you for the idea, Miss Maryam. I think we would better save that for another meeting.
Pardon me for interrupting, but I feel the same way with Ms. Jefferson. Youth must not only focus entirely on their education, but it is also impossible for us to offer up professional opportunities for youth who lack knowledge and skill.
Miss Chairperson, as we all know, our country is tested by floods, and there are many victims affected by this natural disaster. So my suggestion is for us to do a little charity to alleviate a little bit of their hardship and burden they bear. As the saying goes, many hands make light work. Maybe this will help them to some extent raise their spirits, especially children and youth, to return cheerfully, especially those who hold the title of a student.
Thank you for the idea. Can I have anyone to volunteer for this?
I'll be volunteer for this.
Alright, thank you, Miss Aisha. So I will hand it over Miss Aisha to in charge and to look further into these matters. You may set your team to study the ideas and report back to us in the next meeting. So if nobody has anything else to add, now I will delegate each action task to the person in charge. Miss Maryam, first you may collect the details of data regarding the sum of the children and youth who were affected by this pandemic and disaster. And second, I want you to contact and negotiate with the sponsorship. I put my trust on you.
I will take note for that, Ms. Jefferson.
Miss Aisyah, as I told you just now, you will in charge for the voluntary program.
All right, Miss Chairperson.
And the last one is Miss Alia will prepare and calculate the budget of the sponsored devices.
Okay, Miss Jefferson.
Good job, everyone. Next, our final agenda will be any other business that anyone would like to raise for making this project run smoothly. Because I'm having my high expectation in succeeding this project. So I hope everyone in this meeting will give their best and work as a best teamwork. So anyone would like to start?
Please allow me to begin. Floods wreak havoc on our country, as well as we all know. So my idea is that we hold a special meeting to consider this topic in greater depth. As the adage goes, many hands make light work. So we'll be doing a charity project to support individuals who have been devastated by the floods.
I propose a thorough inspection to be conducted to investigate the matter, and I will make sure a full report will be submitted as soon as possible to the Tech Work Solution Committee. Besides, I would like to move that we have a gadget sale every Monday during lunchtime.
I second.
It has been moved and second that we have a gadget sale every Monday during lunchtime. Is there any discussion?
I think Monday will be difficult for customers to attend our store as that is the beginning of the day. I move to amend the motion to be on Saturday instead.
Do I hear a second?
I second it.
Alright, it looks like we have covered all the main items on the agenda for today. And for your information, a special meeting will be held in 2 weeks based on the seriousness of the matter. So now, let us recap the meeting outcomes before that. We did agree to hold a BTS program and a counseling session which was proposed by Miss Maryam. Second, the voluntary program and fun run program that's suggested by Miss Aisyah. And finally, we agree with Miss Alia upon the free devices provision. Did I miss something?
No, Ms.
No,
Jefferson.
Miss Chairperson.
I think that's all for today's meeting, and we will meet again in the next meeting on the 20th of February. You have precisely a month to prepare for your report, and I will send a notification for the next meeting. Do I hear a motion to adjourn?
So move.
Second.
It has been moved and second to adjourn this meeting at 11:15 a.m. All those in favor of adjourning say aye.
Hey.
All those opposed say nay. Okay. Meet is adjourned.
Okay.
Thank you everyone for giving your kind attention on today's meeting. See you in the next meeting.
Thank you, Ms. Jefferson.
Thank you.
Bye.